guys, welcome back to Mercedes. If you're new here, please subscribe for more. Now, this video is basically going to be about bedroom insecurities. I have to have my laptop here because no, I do not have this memorized in my head of the list of stuff that I want to go through and talk about. But I had seen a couple of people post this video that I'm subscribed to, so I decided, like, hey, why don't I do one too? We all have insecurities, so, and especially like when, you know, you're having sex with somebody, like, and basically being exposed naked, you may feel vulnerable. You are in a vulnerable state. So I feel like it's important to talk about, especially I look at myself as progressively being an activist for women and speaking up about things that a lot of people do not speak up about. I've always been fond of people that speak up on their channel about issues, and this doesn't necessarily mean issues, but just things about women that we weren't talking about like 5-10 years ago. I feel like I'm talking a lot, so I'm just gonna get into this video. We're gonna start off like kind of juicy, kind of not. Underwear. Some guys care. I know some guys don't. I used to think guys did not care about this stuff until I started dating somebody that cared about stuff like that. So, I mean, me personally, I love to feel beautiful all the time and sexy all the time. So my underwear is not stuff that some people might usually wear like on a daily basis. I think that there's a lot of pressure for us women when it comes to what underwear to wear, like when we're entering that. Not trying to get flagged or anything. I think like you should wear what makes you comfortable and not worry too much about the guy, because there's some guys that have holes in their drawers. I feel like, you know, underwear is definitely like a sign of good hygiene. Make sure you replace your underwear and go through your underwear like all the time. Just wear what makes you comfortable. I honestly don't ever think about the other person, how they feel. I wear what makes myself comfortable. I'm really putting myself out there making this video, guys, so I really hope you guys appreciate it. I have family that watches my videos, so, but it's like I'm an adult. Me personally, I like shaving. Once again, what you're comfortable with and how you regularly keep your kuka. Now, if you keep your kuka not shaved and you're deciding to do shave, you want to wait a couple days. Usually, you don't usually want to shave and then have sex the same day. You know why? You want to stay away from that. At least shave the day before, because STDs, STIs, shaving, whether you notice it or not, it's basically you can have an open wound down there and then you're about to have sex, and then that just is a gateway for STDs and STIs. So you want to be careful. You want to make sure you have no cuts down there or anything if you're going to do that. For the girls that like to have hair down there, which is nothing wrong with that, I go through phases. I'm like, I'm not doing nothing. My doctor has said in the past, not the doctor that I currently have, but they had said that, and also I've learned in my sexual ed class, that when you have hair down there, hair is actually a blocker as well for STDs and STIs. Rather, if you don't have hair, it's easier for an STD and STI to penetrate the vaginal area. Now, this is from trained professors and doctors. So, it's not the end of the world if you don't have hair. I mean, if you don't shave. It's not the end of the world if you don't shave. And if you do shave, be careful and make sure you take care of down there when you do shave. Okay, but whether or not to shave or not, like, yeah, like I said, I do it the night before or something, or it's just upkeep, so I don't really think about it like, oh, I gotta shave, you know, so I don't really have to think about it. You stay on top of it, you don't have to think about it, period, and do what you feel is comfortable. If you don't feel comfortable and you're afraid to cut yourself, don't do it. But if you do this and this is what you do and you just want to see like my opinion on it, then fine, perfect. We're here, cool. Body odor. that's the thing, like when you're so close to somebody and like in like close proximity, like sex, you guys are like in each other's faces, just real close, that you know you just want to make sure you all together, because you can only worry about you can only control you. If you smell something, stop, because that shows me you don't take care of yourself. Because this, during sex, that's the cleanest somebody should be. You should be fresh out the shower, you just took a shower, like clean. I'm a germaphobe, so you need to be clean, otherwise this isn't gonna work. So yeah, like you get a whiff of something, just stop. just stop. And I could do another video on a hygiene routine for that if it's highly requested. It has to be highly requested. Like, just kidding, I'll probably end up doing it even if it's not highly requested. But I'm just saying, like, you need to, that just shows you how you don't have respect for me if you came dirty to the party, and you don't have respect for you, because that's embarrassing, because you have smelt that. You can't tell me you're nose blind to that, or maybe you are, but I smell it. And if I'm going to be that close, that for a certain amount of time, you're all up in my business and I smell good, that's not fair. If I smell good and you smell like crazy, like, no, I don't like that, like, put some perfume on and stuff. Like, I don't know, put like cologne. It's just hygiene, okay? Like, nobody wants to smell, or even if you have no scent at all, that's fine. That's fine, because you're not stinky or anything. Like, that's fine if it's no scent, but just make sure, because when you smell good, you're more confident. Even if it's not about sex, like, you smell good, your perfume is bomb. It's like everyone's complimenting you on your perfume. They can smell, oh, what's that? Da, 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 it smells good. You are more automatically, it's like a switch goes off and you feel more comfortable. So that's the same thing, like during sex. Like, if you smell good, you will feel more comfortable. You'll feel more comfortable, because you'll probably get a compliment and that'll make you be like, oh, okay, cool. Eye contact. This is something that during this time that I am bad at, but I was told that just like even with dating and just like flirting or whatever, that, guys like on eye contact, it does something for them. I'm a very shy person, especially if I really like you. Like, so like it could take years for me to like warm up to a guy that I'm dating. Like, it could take years. So it's just like, I know they say stuff about people that can't look you in the eye. Now, my friends, that's different. Like, I know them, I'm comfortable with them. But like a guy, like sometimes, especially like in moments like that, in very intimate, close capacity moments, it's just like so many things are, 1,000 things are going through your head, my head. And yeah, it's just, but eye contact, try. Because even if you feel like you don't know what you're doing, if you make eye contact with your partner and communicate telepathically, it'll make you feel safer, and it'll make you feel more relaxed. It might be really intense and like nerve-wracking and make you want to sweat a little bit when you first do it, but I feel like the more you do it and the more you practice eye contact and effective eye contact, like, not only is it sexy, it's like it makes you feel secure. And yeah, eye contact does a lot of things for people. I'm not a person that studies eye contact, so I can't tell you all the benefits of it, but I could tell the difference when eye contact is made versus when it's not. And not too much eye contact, because there is such thing as too much eye contact. Cute little glimpses here and there, like, that's fine, but it's just like, it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing here? Like, what are we doing, seriously? Some people like to be dominated. Some people like to be the dominant one. It'll surprise you. You can kind of tell, though, when you're in your relationship and you're gonna talk about that, you're gonna have conversations about like, who's the dominant person, and you can even sense it. You don't even have to bring it up. It doesn't even have to be a topic of discussion, but you could tell who's gonna be more dominant, or it might literally, he might throw you a curveball, she might throw you a curveball, and she might be super dominant in person and then not dominant in the bedroom. So I think working with your partner and communicating and talking about what you guys like, what you guys don't like, and so they don't expect certain things from you that you are not comfortable with doing or saying or whatever during that intimate time that you guys are going to be spending with each other. And also just communicate. I feel like, communicate and really read off of body language, body tones. You could tell when somebody's uncomfortable. Like, I know me personally, I really read, and also vibes too. I'm a vibe person. I could sense a vibe. Like, so, and not everybody is like that, because, sometimes like I'll be like really uptight around certain people because the vibe is all, like, I'm a vibe person, so, and a body language person, so it's just like I can sense when something's off when somebody else might not be able to sense when something's off. So I'd be like, I'll act accordingly, right? Same goes with this, like with sex, like act accordingly. So, we're together, we're dating or whatever, and we do it, and then what? The conversation that after we do it, what happens now? Do what you gotta do, You want to have multiple sexual partners, then you can do that. If you want one person, then you could do that. Me personally, I think it's best when you guys have an understanding, whoever it is with, about what you guys are doing. Too many people of my generation do not want to have that talk about what we're doing. That's the only way I could operate, is if we have that talk, me personally, because I've lived and I've learned what happens when you don't have that talk. And you can't really be mad because you didn't have the talk and you didn't set things straight from the beginning. The beginning is the foundation of a relationship. When you get stuff cleared up in the beginning, you not might get stuff resolved in the beginning, but if you get stuff cleared up a little bit to the point that it's like, okay, I have an understanding of what we are and what we're doing and what we're working towards, then I feel like, that having the conversation after we do it is not going to be awkward. Whether when you have the conversation of that after we do it with somebody that you didn't really like have a conversation with or talk to or bond with that way, you know what I mean? And to each his own. I really don't judge, like, I'm not one to judge because I'm not God. Only God should judge people, really. But I'm just saying, that's my personal opinion. What if you, in your opinion, the sex wasn't good? You weren't satisfied. And you feel like you wasted your time because you talked to this dude for how long? Or especially, you gotta watch the guys that brag about their stuff, because those be the ones that, it's terrible. How to move on after. When you're in a relationship, you can work on that. Or even if you're in a situationship, you're talking to him. Relationship of some sort, and you feel like your needs weren't met, or he feels like his needs weren't met. This is when communication is important and it comes back into play. Conversation needs to take place. Like, I think the best way to go about doing it without, with being able to surpass and avoid some obstacles is simply literally making a list of what you guys like and what you guys don't like during the intimate moment before you guys do it. This works. I've done this. This works. When you guys make a list and you read over each other's list and try to remember that. That's like it's like studying for an exam, passing a test. And also that's like really cute, and like it really shows you care when you literally remembered what I do and don't like, and you know, you didn't just go and do what you wanted to do like during that moment, because it's about me and you. It's not just about you getting yours, it's about me getting mine too. So it's just like really like making a list and checking it twice. You know, gonna find out what works or not, like that. That helps a lot. If you felt disrespected or you felt abused or you didn't like how the sex went down and you don't feel comfortable enough to talk to your partner after, you need to abort the mission. Literally fall off the face of the planet. Tell him, block him after, do what you got to do, because during sex, that's, you need to feel the most comfortable during that action. If you don't feel comfortable, it defeats the whole purpose, because it's supposed to be enjoyable, it's supposed to be cherishable, tasteful, savory. And if it's none of those things and you feel like, you know, you can't even talk to the person about it, then jump. Mission is incomplete, doesn't need to be completed with that person. That person might just not have been the partner for you. And then with bad sex, those instances really teaches you what you do like and what you don't like. And also take time to like research sex too, like, because females, we require a whole lot more than males. It's just facts. I already covered this part, but just having to talk, okay, we're dating, we haven't done anything, we're just, but it's kind of that, you know, things have happened and you're just like, I think I'm ready. Have the talk it over, see if your partner's ready, because if your partner's not ready too, you're gonna have to respect that, or you're gonna have to leave. Like, you cannot peer pressure somebody into having sex when you're in a relationship. You have to respect that person's wishes. You have to, and also figure out why. There might really be a valid reason why they're not ready. They might have been abused. They might have been in a bad relationship previously that made them not want to have sex. They might have always had bad experiences with sex, so that's why they don't want to do it. Or they might just simply not want to do it without an explanation, and that is fine. But if it bothers you to the point that you're just like, you don't want to be with the person anymore, then you have issues within you, because someone telling you no should not be the end of the world. Take it with a grain of salt and move on. The last thing I'm going to talk about is basically getting tested. Everyone should get tested. I feel like at least every 6 months, every time I get home, I get tested, whether I do it or not. Most of the time it's not, and I just get tested because things arise within certain months and periods. So it's just really important to always get tested. And if your insurance provides it, perfect. There's a lot of women's clinics that provide free testing. So I encourage everybody, after watching this video, and especially if you're thinking about sex or you've done it, I know tons of people that have done it that never got tested, or never thought like, I've done it, I need to get tested, you know. Also protect yourselves with contraceptives, condoms. If it's against your beliefs, then, you know, I respect that. I have to respect everybody's beliefs, especially on this type of platform. But taking precautions just so that you don't have to encounter anything scary that can prevent you from having a family, or crazily affect your future. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoy. This might be a little long or whatever, but thank you guys for hanging in there with me. And you know, thank you guys so much for watching, and subscribe for more. And until next time.